in hopes that we wouldn't say it first. But truth must be told. We're going to roll that intro while we give them time to get in the building.
Young L on the beat.
Like we said, Rob Bot, if you're just not coming into the building. And for those who doing the check on the videos, because they do every video that we put out, it's got to be reviewed by humans. So the humans that's doing the check, we're not gonna be using profanity, inappropriate language, hate speech. We pretty much following the community guidelines here. So we hope y'all doing a good job at the check, man. We know the guidelines. We following the guidelines. Um, we keeping it clean, so it shouldn't be no problem getting our tapes approved. We're gonna keep it clean and crispy. On while we getting started, we got to roll another intro, a commercial for my brother Lifewave, who just opened up his new store online. We're gonna have the descriptions in the link.
Rahul Bat, Anuka Hayam, War Greetings. I'm Lifewave, the Godfather of Medicine, here with the herbal website now open. You click the link in my biography and click on products. Click products so it can show you all the products, not just what's on the front of the page. Get all the remedies that you need. Yes, these are full healing herbal remedies with the best of power. It's even scrolls on there. Spread this message. Do your very best with your health. And yes, directions do come with your products, okay? You will receive these products. Yes, I shook. Be healthy, stay strong. Wadu.
And we're back. Like I say, that's my brother Lifewave. If you want to check him out, like he got some hot stuff on his website. We had it in the links. Like I say, we're gonna keep it clean. Now let's get it cracking. We cracking heads and twisting caps. The Chiefs is back on the land, brother. The Chiefs is back on the land. All right. So we left off right talking about the Seminole Wars. Keep in mind we had a lot of wars against these people. You got the Yamasee Wars, Seminole Wars. We were the Gullah Gullah Wars. We were fighting against these people for a while. right? Keep in mind, us Moors and natives could never be slaves. Slaves applied to Slavics. We were never slaves. Let's kill the game right now. Let's kill the this game that they've been running. Right? It says Americans in Georgia and Alabama were angry by the Seminoles accepting runaway slaves into the village and tribes. Keep in mind, they trying to write our storyline. But this wasn't runaway slaves. These were natives who were going down to fight to help the bump left. The Noble Drew Ali bump left, right? So they were bumping left. We had to go down there and battle them, right? We had to go down there and battle them and try to, hold it down. But they rewrite the storyline as if they was runaway slaves. We were Moors and we were natives. We could never be slaves. The Second Seminole War. We might have read this on the last slide, but we're just making sure we covered it, right? It says by 1837, the Seminoles apparently had managed to force a truce. During the negotiation, however, Osceola, keep in mind, Osceola was one of our chiefs who was leading the battle. And keep in mind, like we said, the Seminoles are a mix between several different tribes who came down to fight the wars. So Osceola is a guy you want to know about in our native history. Osceola was arrested under the false flag of the truce and confined first at St. Augustine, then Fort Moultrie at Charleston, South Carolina, where he died on January 30, 1838. So it's like kind of like cutting the head off the snake type of thing. That's what they do in their 48 laws of power. They got to smite the leader, smite the head, find out who the leader of this, and get rid of him, take him down, right? And maybe that scatter his troops, right? Maybe that'll scatter his troops. Right, we cracking heads and twisting caps. It says his followers fall on by 1842. So they were still fighting probably like another 4 years after he got took out. Because keep in mind about the spook that sat by the door. Once the head guys took it out, you must be trained for four other guys to take his place. That's how we're supposed to be doing. They were nearly exterminated. Some 4,420 Seminoles surrendered and were deported to Oklahoma. See, some of this is a lie. Some of them they didn't deport them to. Some of them they didn't deport to Oklahoma. They turned them into slaves. They said that they were prisoners of war. They really was prisoners of war, right? Osceola arrested, right? Keep in mind, you got to look up Osceola. He was a leader, right, of the Seminole Wars. After threatening settlers, right, near Fort King, I think that says, Osceola was arrested by Thompson's and placed in chains for 6 days. This humiliated Osceola, who vowed revenge on Thompson and the settlers. Like, keep in mind, they were torturing us, they were taunting us, they were coming over here just pretty much to take our land, man, and get us off our land. This is all genocide and robbery and highway robbery, right? It says Jackson arrived in Pensacola in 1818. In 1818, St. Mark and Pensacola were captured along with the Spanish government. Because keep in mind, Spain had control over Florida. This was humiliation for Spain, right? It says, so here's Colonel Daniel Noonan, right? It says in 1812, Colonel Daniel Noonan led 250 Georgian volunteers into East Florida to punish the Seminoles. See, they was always after us to punish us, and we were they claimed us as the rebellious bunch that were fighting against our land being taken in genocide. Right by September, all but 75 had returned to Georgia. Right, so they was after us nonstop, man. The wars. 1865, as they said they freed the slaves. That's a lie. 1865, is when the Louisiana Purchase took place and they started try to exile us off our land. It says, what the forgotten Seminoles, right? It says the legendary village which is being excavated near Leesburg could yield proof. Somebody in there? Could yield proof that Black Seminoles should share reparations paid to their descendants of Seminoles who fled Florida in 1838. I think Hakeem is coming, y'all. Hakeem. U.S. Florida, U.S. fort in Florida, right? The U.S. Army decided to build several forts around the Seminole territory to keep them under control, right? So they started building forts around us to starve us out, really, to cut our water off, supplies, our food supplies, all it off. See, they paint us as the bad guys, and they paint them they self out in the history to be the good guys. This is the game, right? Hold on, let me see something real quick. I ain't gonna want to end it. Okay, I got Hakeem up on me, man. Hold up, let me get back on it because we're gonna have to finish this. All right, U.S. attack on Foultown, right? It says in November 1817, the U.S. Army attacked the Seminole village of Foultown in the retaliation for a Seminole attack in Georgia. See, we was trying to get our land and fighting for our land, and they saying that we was coming after them, but they really was after us the whole time, right? The Battle of Withlacoochee River, the Battle of the Withlacoochee River, right? In December of 1835, Osceola fought the Battle of Withlacoochee River against the new troops in Florida. Osceola managed to stop them from raiding some of the Seminole villages. See, they was raiding and taking and pillaging our villages, slaughtering our women and kidnapping our women and kids. Andrew Jackson and his gang and all these guys, man, slaughtering our women and children, taking our food. They was harassing us. We were minding our own business. They came over here messing with us. Seminole Revenge, November 30, 1817. Several days later, the Seminoles attacked a U.S. boat carrying 6 soldiers to Fort Scott and killed all the men, women, and children aboard. So we weren't playing no games, man. We don't agree with the killing of women and the kids, but we don't know what was going on the land. They was killing our women and children, right? Who are the Seminole Indians, right? Keep this in mind. The Seminole people were once part of the Creek, the Muskogee, Blackfoot, right? And the Apache, and the Yamasee, and the Shinnecox, and the Massachusetts, which is the same tribe, right? And the Sioux, the Lakota people, Chata, all these different people were coming to help fight, and it became a mixed tribe called the Seminole people. They formed the southern regions of what is known today as Georgia and Alabama. So they was in Georgia and Alabama, the Creek, the Muskogee. When European settlers arrived, some of the Creek people decided to stay behind, while others moved to northern and central Florida. These people became known as the Seminole, which means runaway, a wanderer. They said that we ran away because remember Rod put out the tape called how the slave trade was faked, and he put out called Forgotten Slave Trade. We got all them in the playlist. If you want to check out the tapes with Rod Hayes and me, go to my playlist, scroll down to Rod Hayes with the Young Elder. You can watch all me and Rod Hayes tapes. But he goes in to say on one tape, right? That the Seminole, we wasn't runaways. We left our homes to go fight the war. So he did a tape called "How Castles Were Turned into Prisons," because we left all our castles to go fight the bump left in Florida, right? Still into studying how Spain got a control of Florida, right? The Seminoles come from a Spanish word meaning wild, right? Because they called us the Spaniards was in control of Florida. They called us Seminoles. But like I say, it was a mixed tribe of different people who came to fight the wars. The in, the Indian Santana, right? This right here is like an anniversary type thing of what like a five of the five indigenous tribes. So it was like Cherokee. That's really all these really these tribes right here is all tribes like sub tribes. Really, Cherokee is Andrew Jackson's. The women and he took our women and children and raped them and created children from the Cherokees. And then the Chickasaw is mixed with Muskogee, which mixed with the Chinese. Choctaw. This right here is a fake Choctaw. All right, and the Muskogee and the Seminole. All right, so the third Seminole War. So it was wars nonstop. 1849, 1855. So it was wars nonstop going on against these people. Keep in mind, we get leading up to 1865 when they said they released the slaves. We wasn't slaves. ABC. Hold on, get a drink of water. All right. ABC of the Seminole Indians of Florida. The unconquered, right? Fewer than 400 Seminoles remain in Florida. Everglades after 1858. They were never defeated by the U.S. Army, who simply said the Seminole War was over. Right? So they gave up. They said that we gave, but we really came to a agreement that we're gonna just end because it was too much bloodshed. Conflict begins. In the meantime, East Florida had become a trouble spot. Runaway slaves, they come up with this runaway slave stuff, right? From Georgia had been going there safe for the American from the American authorities. Also, the Seminoles often raided frontier settlements just north of the Spaniards' border. Although Spain had agreed to keeping the Indians in check, why they Spain keeping us in check on our own land? That's crazy, right? She did not have enough troops in Florida to do so. So they didn't have enough troops, and we was claiming getting our land, fighting these conquistadors and these Spaniards, getting them off our land. We really defeated them. They had really left and retreated. But we got this new fraction that come in that was coming after us, who really were frontmans for the dirty, dark skinned jokers that look like us, but they ain't us. A problem for the U.S. During War of the 1812, England occupied parts of Florida and built forts. After war, England left Florida. Major forts now occupied by black Seminoles. Keep that in mind. They said trying to put their black on us, right? Black, so they put their black on us because if we got the black, then they can put us with the slaves, right? Be lack, right? Negro forts were an inspiration for slaves to run away. They still coming up with this runaway slave joint, like we said, but we went to go fight the Seminole Wars. Seminoles were raiding and stealing on the Georgia border. So we was fighting these jokers. And our stronghold was in Florida because of the tree lines and stuff. It was guerrilla warfare, right? We could do guerrilla warfare on the terrain in Florida a lot easier. That's why they started cutting down all the trees so they can fight us in battles, right? Where I broke that down, the Gullah Gullah Wars, Seminole Wars, right? I One thing that we got to remember is the 1830 Indian Removal Act, the Trail of Tears, where he forced us off our land. See, the Seminoles had set up a base right here. They forced them off this way. Some of them went this way. Some of them went down to Trinidad. And then you got some that migrated to these areas, mostly to Oklahoma. That's what they were trying to get us to try to find the center. They really wanted to get us to Oklahoma so they can put the final extermination move on us or switch us out. They did that when they try to switch us out with the $5 Indians. All right, we got this book. Matter of fact, while I'm at it, let me show you some of the receipts that we using in the references for this. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. Let me show you some of the references. All right, so we using the Dame Calloway's tracing your genetical history, right? We're using the Dame Calloway's book, right? And then we got a whole bunch of notes, right? But we got the Let's Set the Record Straight book by Malachi Z. York. Look how thick that joint is. This right here is one of the most powerful books Malachi put out, right? Master teacher, right? We got Up for Slavery by Booker T. Washington, right? Up for Slavery. We got The Black Conquistadors, right? By L. Mac Perry. See that? We got The Black Hand, right? The Black Hand. We got The Black People Indigenous to America. When we told you about that book already, go get that book, right? By Kimberly Norton. We got now this right here is a powerful book right here by Warren Eugene Miltrix Jr. North Carolina's Free People of Color, 1715, 1885. This right here book is the nail in the coffin. They don't want you to know about that book, right? These are the receipts we're using. This is another Dame Calloway's book. The story was told in reverse. The Dame Calloway book, right? Okay. This is Black Indian. Now this right here, dude, he kind of tricky in this book, but this is Black Indians, right? Because he with the word black, he's still putting that word black up there. See, and forbidden archaeology, right, where it breaks down some of the artifacts that was over here at the Smithsonian Institute covered up. So I just wanted to roll some of them receipts for you while we in here. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, bro. All right, let's start sharing our screen again. I noticed since I started doing these slideshows on Streaming Yard, now everybody doing it, right? But we're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna take it up a one more notch after this, right? They gonna and just watch. We setting the trends here. All right. So these are what the natives look like, bro. We ain't got time to play no more games. The game is over. We in the Aquarian age. Truth must be told so we can move forward. What the game is. All right. So we the natives. We the natives over here in America, and we the natives in Africa. We the natives all around the world. We the natives in the universe. We universal natives. All right. Remember, we told you they named different helicopters after Native American tribes. And keep in mind about the mounds, and keep in mind we told you that the Anunnakis had already had these helicopters. The Comanche, the Apache, the Iroquois, the Black Hawk, right? See the Chinook. These are all named after Native American tribes, right? Check that out. Okay, now we're going into the Apache, the Chata Apache. The Apache is a branch off the Chata who mixed with Hoshin, right? Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, the Black Apache, right? They know about us. They know who we are. All right, the Apache tribe. They moved to like I said, they moved them out of Texas and out of the parts of Louisiana and exiled them everybody to Oklahoma. They try to get everybody to Oklahoma so they can put the final extermination on us with the $5 Indian move. Right, Great Seal, right? The White Mountain Apache tribe. Here we go. Right, it's another another like a flag or symbol for the Apache. Is another one, right? For the Apache. All right. That's another let's just sign. Here's another seal for the Apache people. A lot of these Apaches is in Texas. This is like a totem for the Apache, right? You wonder where they get the mask with what his name is, Jim Carrey. Here's a what the Chata Apache start the originals look like in Texas, right? Going into Texas, East Texas, West Texas. Here's some more what the Apache look like. All right. They might look like your people, your cousin, your sister, them, your niece, your auntie, them. Right? You know some people that look like these people. These are the original Apache, and then they mix with Hoshin. I'm gonna show you what they look like. Then they kept mixing with Hoshin. So look at these people. Look at this little girl right here. Look at her. Look how dark they look. These are the Apaches in Texas way before even before Hoshin. Hoshin started mixing in with them, but these was the Hindu, the Watusi, and I mean not the Watusi, the Washita mix, like with the Hindu. Then you can see some of the Asian features starting to come in. These are Apache brothers. Right? Look at this dude right here. He Apache. I know a dude that look just like him. And some of these chop mix, like I said, the Apache are branch off the Chata, and they began to mix with Hoshin. And other tribes that was already mixed with Hoshin. Okay, look at this dude. You can see the Hindu. You can see the what the Chata and Hindu mix, the Washita Hindu mix. Then you can you getting to see some of the like this is what the Mexicans really are. The Mexicans are really Apache. Some of them. These are the dark Mexicans that migrated down to Mexico once they got exiled out their land. Some went to Oklahoma, some went to Mexico. But this is what they look like. They look like your uncle them in Texas. Okay, here go another one. Some of these people, they say, "Oh, these people Cherokee." Nah, Cherokee is the $5 Indian tribe from. Really, they not really $5 Indians. They really is children from Andrew Jackson's taking advantage of our women and children doing when we made a deal with them for heavy equipment. These people were tricky, man, all the way around. They were tricky. Every kind of business we did with them backfired on us. Everything we did with these guys, it was always excuse me, it was always secretly to take our land and exterminate us. But this right here, brother, is Apache. So you'll see some of us like this with the long hair. Like that. I'm gonna show you some more what they look like. This another brother that's Apache. See, this what another features of what they look like. The Apache. You may have a little Asian in them too, right? There's another Apache brother. Some of y'all look just like these guys. Keep in mind about the look, right? All right, here go another Apache. All right. So these brothers right here get bashed for like a Saudi Arabian dude, but he really Apache. You go another Apache. This is he more of the going back to the older roots of the Apache. What they look like. The Becks. We got the last name list coming up in here for the Apaches. Just want to show you what they look like. All right. So you begin to see the Asian features, and then you can see some like this guy probably just was a guy. He like the two white guys, but these are the Apache right here. These four people right here. These guys like soldiers or something. Here's another Apache. Look at that. You can see the Asian feature, but look how black he is. Remember, we told you Hoshin was dark too. They mixed in, right? All right. So here go the land layout right here. The Apache is right here. Really, the Apache was all over this area in the Comanche. Uh the Washita, really this is Washita land right here, really. Right? Hold on. All right, we got this is Apache. Right? This is what Apache people look like. Look at the long nose. Look, but you can tell he got age in him from the chink eyes. But the long nose is coming down from us, right? Now look at this. Look at this. This brother's Apache. These be people are mixed. This right here, dude, is the original Apache. These are Apaches mixed with the Hoshin, the Chinese features. All right, here we go. Right here. This right here is Apache people. Look at the brother right here. These are Apache. Right. This right here look like your auntie now, your uncle now, your uncle Reggie them from down south. They look just like them. Here's another because the Apache we showing you the different ranges of, but the long nose is their giveaway. But he can tell he got Asian features. They got these Asians got these native. They really American Indians. We are the Native Americans. They are American Indians. Because the brother was saying, "Oh, you remember? You mean that we are the American Indians? No, they are the American Indians. We are the Native Americans. They are our children who have hollow hair. See, Hoshin, the Chinese, they have hollow hair. That's how you can tell, right? So they really can't like do like the braids like we do. They can just do like the long plaits down because their hair is like the straight hair. All right, here's another Apache. Like your grandma now, your great grandma now. So you look at it. And like I say, different people got scattered and mixed, man. So we're gonna have to so here go another Apache. You can see the Hindu and Asian features coming in, right? All right, so they moved all these people to Oklahoma, right? The Apache, they set them up right there. They tried to find the worst parts of the land, pretty much desert areas to put us in. Here's some more Apache people, right? Here's some more Apache. All right, here's another Apache woman. You may see some women that look like her, right? Here's another Apache. All right, this is the last name list for the Apache. Now we're gonna leave this up there for a couple of seconds so you can take a look at it. Uh, Now I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna leave this. It's gonna take me about 50, 45 seconds to get some water, but I'm gonna leave his name up here and look at this. Like I say, your name can be on more than one list because we got different families that scatter on the walls, right? So your name can be on more than one list. So it depends on what area your people origin from, depends on what list your name tie into. But we try to get most of the last names on this list connected with the Apache. Now, if you Apache and your name not on this list, that don't mean that you're not Apache, right? Like I said, we just collected all the last names we could to try to help you out. But it's up to you to go do your own research and tie back into what tribe you think your people based on the information that we giving you from the Dane Calloway book. Now we're gonna get into the dolls, rolls, scrolls, and all the roles. Like I said, we're just breaking this down first, showing you the last name. So we're gonna leave this last name up there. You can pause it if you need to and take a look at it. Like we said, right? I'm back. All right, so you see the different last names on this list. Like I say, if you need to pause it and screenshot it or whatever you need to do that, right? I'm gonna show you some more Apache. This dude is a Apache chief, and one of the prolific Apache chiefs from this tribe. We're about to get into him, Geronimo. I mean, actually, I think that's Geronimo right there. That is Geronimo. My bad. One of the most prolific chiefs for the Apache is Geronimo. He was instrumental in fighting the wars against these foreigners on our land, right? and he was like, the head of the guerrilla type clan, the guerrilla clan, where they were on the land during the guerrilla warfare, and they were hunting. He had to change his identity, cut his hair, a whole bunch of different things. So I'm gonna show you different looks that he did to hide his identity because they really was hunting the Chiefs down. Remember, Roy Hayes told you about the George Washington challenge and about how they were gonna kill the Chiefs on the land. So they were really hunting out like they did Osceola, right? They were really hunting all the Chiefs down to take them out and then replace them with their Chiefs, with their $5 Chiefs, right? Okay. This is Geronimo's little people that was rolling with him. This Geronimo right here. They were fighting against these foreigners on their land, these invaders. All right, here's another picture of Geronimo. These are the Apache. See how he got the different headdress he got? See the long nose? Right, so he coming down from us mixing all the different mixes, Chinese, Hoshin, Hindu, and the Olmec or the Washita. Alright, here's him again. He had cut his hair, changed his hairstyle, put a suit on so he could be less recognizable. Change his identity so they wouldn't recognize him. 'Cause some of us look similar from the same different tribes. Alright, we also had a Crow people. Now we ain't gonna go over much on the Crow because the Crow really is a tribe, a sub tribe off the Lakota or the Sioux people, the Sioux people, right? So here's a symbol for the Crow. Here's some of the Crow people. Look how they look. Look at the long nose. This is my nose right here. We got shovel teeth. Shout out Dr. Ashur Am Bay for pointing out that we natives got shovel teeth. Got the black crow. Look at his hair. Look at his long nose. This is us. All right, here's some more Apache. This is a crow. This is crow, right? The crow people, and they mostly up in like northwest United States. Really Turtle Island makes them right. Not United States, because United States is only 10 by 10 square miles. Business corporation. All right, look at how dark these people is. Look how black that dude right there. That dude there is blacker than black. And that's like I say, y'all don't like the word black, but let's look how dark these people are. These are Nubian brothers who are and Hoshin, keep in mind, Hoshin was when he mixed in, they were dark too. So that's why these people are darker than us almost. Here's another crow. It's a crow girl right here. Look at the long nose. Look at the crow baby. Look at the chin. You can see the Hindu influence, right? You can see the Hindu influence. All right, Black Crow tribe. And they say Israel, right? Check that out. They know something. Here's another crow brother from the crow. Look at the long nose. Look at the lips. Look at the facial features. This is us. They know this is us. There's a little crow boy. Look at him. Like I say, these are our children. The American Indians are our children, right? So we family. We the same family. They the one that want to separate us and conquer and divide us up. This is the game, right? This is the game. All right. Let's keep on going. This some more of the crow people. And like I say, I ain't put the last name on the crows because the crow tie in with the Lakota people. So I put all the last name with the crow and the Lakota on the same list. Right, here's some more pictures of the crow people. Right, check this out, man. Look how long his feathers is. Fire. This is us, man. I get a certain type of energy when now that I'm putting these tapes out. I'm getting a certain type of feeling. I'm getting a certain type of awakening on our culture. You know what I'm saying? Alright, this is the crow. Another more people from the crow. And the Lakota and the crow is still the same people, but you see the long nose. That's a dead giveaway of who we are. Look how dark these brothers is. And if I grow my hair look just like this if I grow it all the way out. But I just always keep it like cut short, like a taper. But when I let my hair grow, it come out like this. It's a little thicker than this though, but it got the same type of texture where it wave up automatic. Like Hakeem, Haru, they hair automatic. Haru, he don't even use a wave cap, and he automatic got waves. But his mama got real thick hair though, because she coming from them fuzzy wuzzies. Her daddy is a fuzzy wuzzy, right? The Crow reservation, right? So they like I said, they moved us all to these reservations. Here's another Crow brother. Look at the nose, look at the features. You know people that look like this, man. They put us on that fire water, that liquor. They try to keep us drunk on the reservations. They pump liquor and drugs into the reservations to keep us docile and sleep. All right, here's some more Crow. Look how dark these brothers is. We back on the land. We been on the land, right? Here's another Crow. He look like he look like my grand the birds. The birds. My grandpa my grandma's people on down in Coshada, they look like these people. Just like this, long nose and everything. All right. There's another Crow. So they can get this right here, you can tell he got Asian and features in him and maybe even some white. Like I say, even the white natives are our people. They just got the Andrew Jackson in them, right? They our children though. So some of the people that's $5 Indians, some of them really are natives and descendants of us, right? We got to just see. We look at the features and pretty much we cut the music on and tell them to dance. If they can dance, we know who they with, right? Because there really no such thing as white and black. White and black. That's not even a race. Not even a nationality. So they keep that's a game off the top. So you saying you white, you not white. There's no such thing as white. I mean, as white as a race of people. That's a game. That's a that's a this United States corporation game, right? So here goes some more natives. So they can range. The Apache can range from dark skin all the way to light skinned their brothers and sisters who could pass for Hispanic or this or that, right? So these are our children right here, descendants of us, the contemporary Apaches who coming down. They are Apache. They are our children. They are real Apache. They're just our children, like we said. So this is our family. Uh then we got now we got the Shoe Nation. We got the Shoe Nation, right? We got the Shoe Nation. I mean not the Shoe, the Sioux. That's how you say it, the Sioux Nation. Right. This is the Lakota people. This is the same people that what's the basketball player name? Kyrie Irving. He found out that his mama name is from this bloodline, the Sioux blood, the Lakota people. Right. This is one of their symbols. Right here. This is one of their symbols. Right. It's another symbol from the Lakota people. Right. The Sioux people, 1873. And keep in mind, there was a battle to steal their land too. They been stealing, man. These people just won't give up and leave us alone. They took everybody's stuff. They took everybody's stuff. And keep in mind the Mayweathers are tied to this tribe too. Like Floyd Mayweather, they part of this tribe. And they could be part of the Apache. You got Mayweathers as Apache, and then you got Mayweathers that's Muskogee, and then you got Mayweathers that's part of this tribe. And I think Floyd Mayweather's side come from these people, the same people as Kyrie Irving. I had to do a traces but they come but no, I think take that back. Floyd Mayweather's people I think come from the Muskogee of Mississippi or the Chata because his grandmother, I think I did a little bit of research. I think his grandmother came from Mississippi. So I think he Muskogee side. All right, Kyrie Irving is this Sioux people, Lakota. He found out. And then when he found out, the killer clowns wanted to humiliate him and shut him down, take his career, take his endorsements. Keep in mind what this is all about. Once you start talking about Native American stuff, they after you from that point on. So they wanted to humiliate this brother and shut him down, make him look crazy, and all that to deter people from knowing that hey, Native Americans were dark skinned people. The Israelites were dark skinned people. We all the same people. Right? He goes, Kyrie Irving giving his speeches. They gave him a tribal name or a spiritual name. I think it's Little Mountain, something like that. I think it's got it in his slide. But see, now he wearing the feather like Kevin Gates. They really probably shadow banning Kevin Gates too, because he be wearing that feather. They want him to stop wearing it. So I think he stopped wearing it now, save his career, because they don't want you knowing, hey, this dude is native. Look at Kyrie. So everybody connected to Kyrie now can trace their line back to the Sioux people, who are the Lakota people, and they own they build on these people land, the Black Hills. They build Mount Rushmore, as in Rush the Moors, right? Here's Kyrie Irving, representing his people. Is that Kyrie? Yeah, Kyrie. Right. I'm gonna show you some fly stuff that he did though. That's him again. Yeah. He look Hela Little Hela. That's just his name, but it means Little Mountain. Little Mountain. Right. Look at it. Now Kyrie been getting banned, and Nike banned him and all that. So he put this thing to cover up his shoes. Right. He put this Native American tribal thing to cover up his shoes. Right. That's fire though. Right. But they banned the heck out of Kyrie Irving. They blackballing them, white balling them, however you want to put it, because of the Native American connection. All right, these are the people. These are the Lakota people, the original Lakota people before Hoshin mixed in. These are what the Lakota people look like, right? All right, here's another Lakota Sioux people from this right here. What they originally look like before Hoshin mixed in. I'm gonna show you the Hoshin mix. All right, here's another Lakota. That's what they look like. So you got the ear nose ring. Some tribes, because I'm finding out now, because I said the earring was a bad thing, but I found out that the royal tribes wore the earrings and they wore the nose ring on both sides of the family, the royal families. And the rulers wore them in both ears and one in the nose. I might end up getting me a nose ring like Tupac sooner or later, right? Swag. Yeah, this are the Lakota people. That's what they look like, right? Before the Hoshin. Let me show you. Here's another picture of a Lakota. She got the Hindu mix. Right, Lakota. Here's some more Lakotas people of what they look like. Check the features. All right, here's another Lakota brother of what they look like. Right, we cracking heads and twisting caps. Never have it been made so clear. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Here's some more Lakotas. We building you up to show you these features so you can see what these people look like. So you can make the connections. We got last names on the Sioux people. Here's some more Lakota tribe, what they look like before the mix. Before, I gotta keep emphasizing that, before the Hoshin mix. That's what we look like over here in America, man. Here's another Lakota girl. Got her little dog with her. Right, see the long nose? See the chubby looking teeth? I know, and I know this right here look just like my cousin now. My cousin Brandy. All right. Yeah, that's what they look like, the Lakotas. You see? See how she look? The Lakota. Here's some more Lakota. See, they can range from what we showed you all the way up into dark skinned Asian looking, or Hindu looking. Right? Check it out. I think it's a meaning behind the one feather and the whole headdress. So I think sometimes we wore the one feather. That's when we won that war, and then we get with the war. We put up the war banner. Chiefs. Here's some more Lakota people. I guess this white guy was interviewing him or something because he dang sure ain't Lakota. But he look like he got the long nose, so he might have some. You know what? This dude might be a mulatto, might be a Lakota. But look how black these people is. Why they don't never show you these Indians in the movie? Why they always show you this guy? They'll show you this guy as a Lakota. This type of game they play. I hit some more Lakota people. It's a reason why we showing you all these features so you can get we putting it in your brain on what's going down here. All right. Here we go right here. Here is a Lakota woman, a Sioux. See the Hindu, you see the hair texture. All right, here's another Lakota. I know somebody that look just like her. She look just like my cousin now, Sherry now. On Aunt Dorothy's side. She look just like Aunt Dorothy's daughter Sherry. Here's another Lakota Indian, natives. The long nose is one of our traits though. You know what I'm saying? I got that same exact nose, bro. The same exact nose. They know we natives. They know, bro. Here's another Lakota. Right, the Lakota land expanded from the Canada border, a little bit over border the Canada borderline, all the way down to like almost Nebraska, like North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, them areas. So here go another what some of them look like. All the way from Cary Irby looking all the way down to this. This is the Lakota people. So these are our children. All right, here go. Look at this. These are all Lakota people. Look at this black dude. It's a black Indian. These are Lakota. This Lakota's land on a school on Lakota land, and this is what the people look like at the school. And they telling you that we were slaves, that we got brought over here on ship. But these people on their land, free people, and they Lakota natives. But they don't never show you these people in the movie. They show you lighter skinned people. Keep in mind the dolls role in the Indian land for sale, the game that they were playing in the West. Find land in the West. Who's selling? Who's doing this? Who's selling this, man? Who's the people that's selling this? These men, it make my flesh crawl to think about how evil these people were that was doing this to us, bro. The it gotta be the devil. The level that they went to do this. It's like it's so many intricate parts. They were using paper genocide. They were exterminating us off in real life off paper. They were stealing our land. They were lying. This right here is the Jacobites, man. The Yakubites. They were tricksters. They doing all kind of trickery, man. I'm talking about you name it. You can't miss them. You can't think of all the trickery that they had. They was doing. This is crazy, man. All right, so this right here is the Lakota and the Crow people, which is a branch off of the Sioux people. This is the list of names. Like I say, we found the most names we can find, but there could be other names. You could be part of this tribe and your name not on this list. So like I say, we just collected all the names that we could find on it. You got Brooks down here because it's cut off Brooks, right? Fault, Ford, Fort, Taylor, Balls, right? Nelsons, Shavers, Michaels, Wells, Welch, you know what I'm saying? Different names. So we ain't gonna read it off, all of them off. Like I say, if you need to screenshot it or pause it and look at this list, see if your name on this list and check it out. Right? We'll give you a couple minutes. We got about 6 minutes. And then we'll be taking a break and coming back with part 6. We're gonna try to make part 6 the last part, but we might have to do a part 7 on the question and answers. We'll do a question and answer class on part 7. I think, right? So they can cover that. But we trying to finish this part up so we can walk you across the whole land. And like I say, we already got the Native American, we got Native African tapes 1 through 7 where it breaks down the original species coming out of Africa. And then now we got tapes on America, and we're gonna be breaking down other parts too, because people been asking me about the islands. We broke a little bit of it down on part 4 about the Seminoles migrating to Bodegua, Puerto Rico, and Trinidad and the other islands. Right. So some of you islanders are really Seminoles who left the land after you were being attacked, after we were fighting these people. Right. So we're gonna leave this list up here for a couple minutes, a couple seconds, so you can check it. Shouldn't take that long for you to snoop down this list. This ain't that big of a list. Uh, like I say, your name, if you might be part of the Lakota and your name not on this list, like I say, we only one man. We did the much as we can to find the names, connections. And your name might be on more than one list. It just depends on where your family originated from. You ask your grandmother, great grandmother, where did your grandma come from, or where your parents were, this type of thing. So we could get more. And then these tapes right here is supposed to give you, because people was asking, they say, "Hey man, could you do a tape on the different tribes in America and the last name?" So we collecting all that together for you to make it clear, right? All right, let's go to the next one. All right, here's another Lakota, so they can get all the way light like this color. All right, she a Lakota, and you might see. I know a sister that look just like her. I know a lady that look just like her right now. They work at Kroger's at the grocery store. Every day I go to the grocery store, she work at the grocery store. She look just like her. I'm telling you. I hear some more Lakota people. There's some no more Lakota people. All right, look at the features. The long nose. Look at the features. This dude right here kind of look like Lahir Hakeem a little bit. All right, look at this. Look at the features. Look at the features, man. You got the one fella up there. And keep in mind, we were wearing feathers on both sides of the water. In ancient Kemet, you can see Shu, Mad, all these different people that's wearing these feathers. It's one feather like this. So it's the same culture, really. We had feathers was up on both sides of the water. Go back into ancient Kemet. We're gonna be breaking down the 46 dynasties. But go to ancient Kemet, you will see that they was already wearing the feather, right? I'm telling you, over in ancient Kemet, and we was wearing the feather over here. So it's both the same people. They want to make try. It's all about these tricksters. It's all about conquer and divide, right? Divide and conquer. Right, here's some more Lakota. Here's some more Lakota, right? We was at war during this time. We was at war. Okay? Here's some more Lakota people. Black Horse. They call him Black Horse. Black Horse, right? All right, this is the land that they was on. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, right? Up in that area, close to the Great Lakes, Wyoming, Minnesota, right? These are the areas. Oklahoma. Here's another map on the Lakota area. So if your people was in this area, because they make like ain't no Nubians up here, man. I actually drove up here, then see it's really like mountains and hillside. They tried to get the natives the worst part of the land, man. They tried to get the natives the worst part of the land. The worst part of the lands they can find. They took over this area right here. All these states over here, they took over this area. Hey, ride by, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. Give your brother a thumbs up on this. All right, here goes some more Lakota people. We're gonna finish it off with the Dakota, then we'll go to the next. It'll be part 6. Right, it'll be part 6. Trying to get all the Lakota people put out there. Man, my sinuses is really acting up. All right, here we go. Look at his face. Look at the nose. Let's blow him up. What they look like, man. The Lakota people. And like I say, the crow is connected with these people, right? All right, so here go they land right here. North Dakota, South Dakota, right? And I think this right, it's like Wyoming and Montana, that area there. They was all in that area. With a and they also like say Mount Rushmore. That was their land too. The Lakota people, the Sioux people. Here's a mountain right here. This right here is the Black Hills. We had buffalo on this mountain. They remember they exterminated our buffaloes to starve us out. Here are another some more Lakota people who are mixed with Hoshin. Right? You see how black? Look how black the two little girls look. Blow them up. These are Lakota, man. People. Look how dark skinned these people are. And you can see the Chinese features. You see the Chinese features. Right? There's another Lakota. Right? Look how they look. So the features can range all the way from what Kyrie Irving looked like, all the way down to like light skinned looking. Right? All these are Lakotas. All right, here go another Lakota. Look at the long nose. The long, shovel looking nose is always a giveaway. Look at our eyes. You see our eyes like this because they was always giving us whiskey, keep us drunk, us natives. And our tolerance is not built up to be alcoholics. One shot get us drunk because of how genetics are. Like me, I can't drink a whole bunch of liquor because I be so drunk I can't even function. I couldn't even function, man. One cup, one shot that mess me up or knock me down. I can't even take one shot. Now we can chief all day long, but one shot of liquor, man, we on the ground rolling around, stomach hurting, everything, man. I just can't do liquor, man. Telling you, a beer, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that hard liquor, man, it messed me up real bad. I like that yakety yak though. You know what I'm saying? Look at the long nose. Look at this. How they look, right? Like I said, we keeping it clean. YouTube, the long nose. Here's some more Lakotas. Look at how he look. He look like my cousin Earl, and he look like my brother-in-law Marlon. I got a brother-in-law named Marlon. He look like Marlon, my wife's brother. He look like Marlon. Here's another. I know a dude that look like him. I used to work with named Mijo. He's part of the Navajo though. Like we ain't gonna be going over the Navajo and the Hopis, because those mostly are they mixed tribes, real mixed. But like I say, they really originated from the Dogon, and the Navajos is like a branch off of the Apache and Lakota, and the mixer with the Hoshin mixing in. So a lot of these tribes came about through the mixing and the family splitting up. All right, there's another Lakota. You can see the Asian looks. He look like Jackie Chan. Yeah, he like Jackie Chan. So we ain't got to beat it over your head to show you that they came over the Chinese mixed in with a Hoshin. We ain't got to beat it over your head. But they want to eliminate Nubians from being the originators of anything. They even trying to wipe us, say that we wasn't even in Africa first. It's a type of game. And this is the last picture we're gonna show on the Lakota, the Lakota people, which North Dakota and South Dakota was named after these people. We're gonna be coming back next on the I think the next tribe is let's see. Let's get that pulled up so we can see. Hey, hit that like button, family. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We cracking heads and twisted cats. We got the hottest tapes in the game out right now. Okay. The next tribe we're gonna get in is to the Khalifa tribe. All right, so that wraps up this tape. Right. So Shalom Lechem. Let's stop sharing my screen real quick. Shalom Lechem. Assalamu alaikum. Otep. Peace and love. Ashug, divine love throughout the boundless universe to all. Wadu.